Hi all, it's Sue, your not so crafty crafter. I hope you're all doing well on this beautiful Sunday morning. I've not been outside and I haven't looked at my phone, so I don't know what it's like here in southern Iowa temperature wise. Thanksgiving it was like 71 degrees. It was gorgeous out. Friday it was 71. Thursday it was a little chilly. Friday it was 71 degrees here. I'm almost sure that heat wave is broken at this point. But anyway, I wanted to take a little bit of a break from the series that I started yesterday on some of the basic materials that you could use for your card making. And instead what I wanted to do is take a few minutes and show you some of the very first horribly amateur cards that I made when I started card making. So I'm just going to jump right on into it. I'll share with you what I remember of what I used for materials. A lot of these are no longer available. It's not something that I grabbed online, so I can't share links or anything. But anyway, let's get started. This was the very first card I ever made, and this isn't that long ago. If you look inside, it says first card ever made, April 2016. So April of 2018, I'll have been doing this for 2 years. Am I an expert? Not by any means. And I mean, my work is so amateurish, primitive compared to some of the other crafters that are out there, but I try not to compare my work to theirs. I like simplicity in my stuff, so that's the way that I've been going. I don't know, that's the track that I'm on, is to keep it simple. I try to spend my money on things I know I'm going to use, and I know if you saw the paper I had here, you'd laugh at me, but I guess that's my vice, is pretty paper. But anyway, I woke up Easter morning in 2016 and thought, I want to make a card, but I had no clue what I was doing. This is actually a piece of 8.5 by 11 plain white cardstock folded in half. So this is a huge card. This card is 8.5 by 5.5. Ginormous card. Basically what I did is I just took a piece of cardstock, and it's actually not even really stock. It's just like paper, scrapbooking paper that was in a kit that my husband bought me for Christmas earlier that year. I was doing a lot of art journaling, and they had this scrapbooking kit that had a ton of different supplies in it, and I thought, I can use that for my art journaling, and it was marked down to like $8 or something, so I made my husband buy it for me for Christmas. This was one of the papers that was in it. I basically just took it, put it on here, and cut the ends off. Like I said, very primitive. Then I used some decorative tape. Now this tape came from Dollar Tree, and it's not a lot unlike this tape here. It's basic cellophane tape. It's just decorative for package wrapping. And I had it and it matched, so I adhered it down with that. Now this paper I also picked up on clearance at Walmart. This was burlap paper. And I basically, very primitively, because I didn't have die cuts, I didn't have decorative scissors, I just traced something in an oval shape and cut them out so they looked like Easter eggs. And then I put more of this tape on it and a gem, and that's my first ever Easter card. I did have this stamp set, and I had this Happy Easter that I had picked up to make an art journal page with, and I never used. So I grabbed that. Of course, you can't really see the ink. If I'd have known about embossing at that time, I probably would have heat embossed those in black so they would pop off the page, but I know better. There's a lot of mistakes on here, but this means something to me, so I'm keeping this forever. And no, I have never made another card this big before. I just thought that was funny. I didn't realize it was that big until this morning when I pulled it out and I laid it down. It's like, holy mackerel. That's just one sheet of paper folded in half. That's not two. So, but yeah, live and learn, right, folks? All right. So some of the other cards that I did, and I went with materials that I had, and I just used what I had. One of the glues that I bought very early on, and I did use this in a lot of my art journaling, were these tubes of glue that I got at one point at Walmart. and they were marked down. And I have a ton of them. I have all different kinds of colors in here. And they were 75 cents or 50 cents when I grabbed some of them. Now they sell them in 4-packs for $3.75. So, but anyway, what I did with these thank you cards is I had grabbed these thank you cards. They're pre-made thank you cards. I got them right here. They're just a basic gold embossed thank you card. I got them at my grocery store. It was a pack of like 30 or something for $4. And I like to send thank you cards, especially when a student gives me a gift for the holidays or over one of our little holiday parties and they include me. I send home a thank you card to their mom and dad. So I took these thank you cards. Again, very primitive, but actually I like the way these turned out. I just saved them because I thought they were pretty. And I took this tube of glue, glitter glue, and I just traced the outline along the top of the card just to give them a little extra oomph. And of course they're blank inside. This one I had some wood-shaped hearts. Don't ask me where I got them at this point. I have no idea. Maybe they came in that scrapbooking kit. And anyway, I painted them gold with gold metallic acrylic paint and sprinkled them with glitter. This one I took just regular loose glitter and I put down a strip of double-sided tape, basically just Scotch tape that I got at the dollar store. And then I just really rubbed the glitter into that. Now, I say rub. I know the proper term now is burnishing, and I just really burnished that in there. And I like that one. That one came out really pretty. And then this one I did the same thing as the first one, only I went on the underside. So it was more like a shadow. So those were some of the first cards I made using the glitter and embellishing. My first attempt, I guess you could say, at embellishing. Now, one set of cards, and I look back and I laugh at these because, like I said, I used what I had. I found these gift bags at Dollar Tree several years ago, and I have a basket full of them. They're just basic itty-bitty gift bags, and they all have a tag on them. Cute little tag where you can write the recipient's name inside and a little wish. Well, I thought, in my infinite wisdom and creative genius, that these would make awesome card fronts. So what I did was I took these bags and I would excuse me, cut them on the seam and then trim them here and put them on a card front. Now this piece of yellow, now I did stamp that. And this was the gift tag, I guess, for this one. I put it inside the card instead of outside. But it's basically the same thing as using designer paper or scrapbooking paper, cutting it to fit the front of your card, adding a few little gems. And I really like this card a lot. I thought this card came out so sweet. But you can feel, know that you can see it. I'm not sure that you can see it, but you can feel the fold from where this is the bottom of the bag. So I did stamp inside the sentiment, and again, like I said, these all come with tags. This must have been the tag that came with this particular bag, and I just put it inside the card with a gem. And I thought that was actually the best card I had ever made in my entire life. And this was probably like maybe 3 months after I made that horrible Easter card, but I still do like these cards. Now some of these, again, same thing. These are all the bags cut down with the tag inside. These two are also the bags. This one, I don't know what I did with the tag. Now these card bases right here are pre-made. These are from Michael's. These were a hot buy. And I thought I could do something with them. And I did. And I still buy these from time to time whenever I'm up in the Des Moines area and they're on sale. So this one is basically the same thing. It's the bag. I probably should have done this one as a folding card this way, but I didn't. And I put some gems on the candles. And again, I did the same with this one. This one I think is this is just basic cardstock that I had probably from that kit because it's such a bright green. Again, the bag front. And then this is the card. And I put this up on some thick foam tape, and actually that might even be just fun foam. And then again with the gems. Again, this is very primitive, but I just thought that was so cute at the time. And what I did is these bags, I don't know how I managed. I guess I cut the holes off the other ones, but these bags all come with this string. I cut that off, but then they left these huge holes. Well, on this one, I just put 2 gems over the holes. So there's those, my Dollar Tree cards, my Dollar Tree bag cards. Just checking my time here to make sure I'm good. And then this is actually just, again, a card base. These are Dollar Tree stickers. The stickers they carry in their little craft area. That's all that is. I popped a sticker on there, and it's a nice little note. It can be a thank you, it can be a birthday, it can be whatever you want it to be. And these actually had dimension on them already. I didn't have to do anything but put them on the card. And how simple is that? A card base with some stickers, and you've got a really pretty card. Now these I found on Pinterest, so I went ahead and tried and I made a few of these. And I really like these a lot. I need to make some more of these. These are very simple. Again, this goes back to my liking to do things in a simple manner. I mean, if you look at my Christmas card, just because it's just so simple. It's just what I like. I like something soothing and pleasing to the eye, I guess. This I found on Pinterest, and I wish I could remember who it was. Unfortunately, it was 1.5 years ago, so there's no way I'm going to remember. But they were all basically the same design, where you would stamp an image, pop it up, and put it on a piece of patterned paper, and you've got a card. Now, this one, I didn't stamp anything. Just a heart stamp from Michael's with a piece of patterned paper, blank inside. Now, this one I went all out. I did the twine, I did a hole punch, I put it on some confetti type pattern paper, and I did do some stamping on that. And then these two I think are just empty. Yeah, and this is my first play with colored ink too, I believe. Well, I'm not going to say first play. I bought my first set of stamps years ago, probably like 2003. I bought some stamps, and I'll show you those when I do my stamp video. From a friend of mine that sold Stampin' Up. And I bought a set of snowman stamps and roller stamps and, 3 ink pads, red, green, and a very light blue for snow and frosty colors type of thing. And I didn't do anything with them. They sat in a box for years. And when I started getting into these, I dug out that box. And I pulled out those snowmen, and I've been using them a lot this year. I really have. So, this is, no, I know. But, like I said, I'll show them to you in my next video on the different types of stamps that you can get and use. And then the last, I think these are very funny. These are my first attempts at shaker cards. Again, very primitive. Basically, this is my actual real first shaker card, and look at how lovely is that, just stuck together with washi tape. I mean, I'm keeping these just as a reminder of myself of how far I've come. Well, the front of this doesn't look bad at all. I just wish I had some kind of trim to put around the front of that. And then I know now that I can put a card front here, maybe with something with some kind of a design that matches. This one's a little bit different. These shakers are made using these bags with the zipper closures on them. I get these at Walmart, and you can buy them online at Amazon. I used to buy them because I sold jewelry at one point. I also used them for Avon samples. Just stick the Avon samples in there, put them in the bag, and they wouldn't get lost. But I had several different sizes. And what I did with this one, it was a little bit easier. This one's smaller. This is, again, a Michael's pre-cut card base. And this is from a paper pack that had the cards inside it. I just cut the card out, stuck it in there with some confetti and some sequins, and I attached it to the front of the card base, and that makes for my shaker card. Again, primitive, but it actually works, and this is held up pretty well. Now, this one, not so much. This one, I don't know what I did here. This is the bags. Okay, this is another one of those bags. This is the back side of that princess bag, and I put some gems on there to cover the hole. I stuck it in the bag, and I put the shaker stuff in it, and it's confetti and sequins and all different kinds of fun stuff. But what I did is I took a piece of white cardstock, and actually I can tell you, I don't know, it's a piece of white cardstock. That's just the seam from the zip tie there. I stamped the back of it. That'll go right in an envelope, and you have a card. Primitive, but it works. Now this one has got so many mistakes on it. It's not funny. This one is a full-size greeting card. I want to say this is probably an A7 size card. Yeah, this is almost 7 inches by 4.5. So basically what I did is I bought a box of these cards because I like the foiling on them. And I cut them open. A card goes like this. Well, I just cut them open. So now these bags are different. These bags are not, this bag is not like these zipper bags. This is a treat bag that I got in the craft section where the cake making stuff is in Walmart. And it just ties with the twist ties. And they're very, very flimsy. And you can see it's ripped already. But basically what I did is I took the card front, stuck it in this bag, stuck the confetti. Now there's 2 types of confetti in here from Dollar Tree. This is table confetti. You just kind of scatter it on your table. And then this is your regular confetti, birthday confetti or whatever. And then what I did is I taped the back of the card, the inside of the card to the back, so I can just sign it, pop it in the envelope that came with it, and there's a shaker card. Again, very primitive, but go with what you have. And knowing what I know now, I'm sure I could make these a little sturdier, a little nicer. But these were the very first cards that I made, folks. And it's what got me on the path that I'm on now. I'm not sure that it's a good path. It's a rickety path, but it's a path. But that's all I have for now. These are just some of the things I'm working on now. This is a stamp set that I recently purchased. And I've been using markers to color it in, some glitter tape, some cards tags that I'm making. This one is actually done with watercolor. I love to use watercolors. So this is a stamp from Unity Stamp Company. I just embossed it and I watercolored it all in and added a little sentiment. And then these I'm doing with markers. Again, it's the same stamp set. I'm just doing it with markers. And then these are just some scraps of things that I'm playing with. And I'll get into using more of this stuff in other videos. But I just wanted to share with you some of my very first creations as a card maker. I guess that's all I have for now. I'm kind of stumbling for words here. Don't forget to click like if you like this video, subscribe, leave a message if you find any of this useful or helpful. Maybe this video not so much because I don't offer a whole lot as far as instruction. But feel free to share with me some of the first cards you've made. Share your mistakes, share your blunders, share your oopsies. We can all learn from our mistakes. I know I have. It's been fun. Have a great afternoon, folks. Thanks for watching. Bye.